Good morning, everyone. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I offer you warm Pacific greetings to this chilly Melbourne morning. And I welcome you to the satellite session titled Managing Change in Small Islands. Allow me, on behalf of my fellow speakers and the people of the small island countries and territories, to whom we dedicate this session to provide you with a brief introduction on this session. In 1992, small island developing states were first recognized as a distinct group of countries at the United UN Conference on Environment and Development in Rio de Janeiro. They were considered a special case both for environmental and development reasons, who were extremely vulnerable to global and sea level rising. Currently, the United Nations considers 39 countries and territories under the classification of small island developing states. They are grouped into African, Indian Ocean, Mediterranean, and South China Sea. And I've just put together some slides for you to see where these countries are, because sometimes it's very difficult for us to visualize this. Countries in the Indian Ocean, and of course, countries in the African Ocean, and then, of course, Mediterranean Sea, and those of the South China Sea. We also have countries from the Caribbean, which are all listed here on this slide. A lot of this was a learning experience for me when doing some preparation for this introductory talk, so hopefully you'll learn a lot from this session as well. These are the Caribbean islands you'll see between North and South America. And of course, the Pacific Island countries and territories you'll note between the major continents and located in the world's largest ocean. So small island developing states includes low-lying coastal countries that share similar sustainable development challenges. And these include small populations, limited resources, remoteness, susceptibility to natural disasters, vulnerability to external shocks, and a perfect example of that is the global economic crisis, and excessive dependence on international trade. Their growth and development is often further obstructed by high transportation and communication costs, expensive public administration, and infrastructure due to small size. There is little to no opportunity for economies of scale. Collectively, small island developing states have agreed to achieve a number of key sustainable development goals. These are all summarized in the Barbados Programme of Action 1994 and complemented by the Mauritius Strategy of Implementation for 2005. The concerns of small island developing states are so profound that the UN General Assembly has designated 2014 the International Year of Small Island Developing States, which will celebrate the contributions of our small countries to the world. Our small island developing states are home to vibrant and distinct cultures, diversity, and heritage. People of small island developing states are also in the forefront of efforts to address pressing global issues and with ingenuity, innovation, and the use of traditional knowledge. The challenges facing small island developing states are challenges that confront all of us, and we are determined to work with all countries to find solutions that will ensure a brighter future for all of us. Small island developing states have been and still are facing major challenges in achieving the Millennium Development Goals. Their low growth, high unemployment, aging populations, brain drain, high debt, and extreme exposure to the effects of climate change. Now, to bring us a little closer to why we are here today. Small island states have not been spared of the impacts of HIV. The HIV epidemic is different in each of these countries. These differences have called for varied and tailored responses. Given their small size and limited resources, small island developing states are challenged to address the complex issues that HIV brings. Despite the low prevalences seen in these small island countries, their impacts and the effects can be magnified. In light of the fact that this year is dedicated to small island developing states, and the convening of the third meeting of small island developing states is in Apia, Samoa, which is a couple of hours flight from Melbourne, it is thus an opportune time to take an advantage of this important conference to highlight our common challenges and responses through our use of available evidence and best practice. We thank the organizers of this conference for the opportunity to hold this session, and we pay tribute to our colleagues who perished on MH17. and to the people of the developing states for whom we serve. I'd like to introduce our speakers this morning. First, we'll have Maurice Tomlinson, who is from Jamaica, and he'll be speaking on using the courts to abolish buggery laws. Then our second speaker will be Joelle Rabot from Mauritius, and she will be speaking on harmonizing public health and public safety in a politically conservative environment. And then Dr. Moala Kariko from Papua New Guinea will be speaking on adapting national strategy to socially and geographically concentrated epidemics. And then I will be speaking last, and I'll be talking about regional strategies and how we support national plans in the various countries. Each of the speakers will be given 15 minutes, and we will have a 10-minute question and answer session at the end. There should be cards going around the room, so we'll ask you to write your questions on the card. We'll have a look at the questions, and we will respond to questions depending on our time. So thank you all for coming here today, and we hope you'll enjoy the session.